Yo, yo, yo. What up, party people? Welcome to another episode of Lefty Live. Got a little Dock Street right here. I got a second to start 2 minutes early. How about that shit? So while we wait for Jared, I am going to pour a beer and say what up to the homies out there. Mick Kime, I'm sorry. Taberski in the house. Tyler, what's up? Dark Gravity says chop chop. Fuck you. I'm on a schedule, bro. William Starrett says howdy. Lone Wolf, what's up, Mike? I haven't talked to you in a while, dude. You ever figure out that A&V shit, or they charge you a fortune to get that taken care of? And let's see, Jared White's in the house. Rusty Knife Lover, what up, Roland? Love you, buddy. Jake Valadino says sup, and Marcus Ganna. Early even for the D10 Diva. Yes, it is early. And guess what, guys? I was going to wait a little longer, but check what I got in the mail today. Got some D10 Diva stickers. So I'll be sending these out with shit. And I also ordered some D10 Diva buttons, and they're fucking pink. And I'm fucking stoked about it. Jared's in the background giggling at my ass, so I'm going to bring him on. What's up, buddy?
Oh, let me center myself. I guess it'll be this side. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, on StreamYard, you got to be like, which left, right, left? I don't know.
Yeah, you got to figure it out, especially when you're streaming with the camera.
Right.
It's always the opposite. I'll be trying to show things on camera, and I'm always like, I'm trying to figure it out. Can you hear me good? Because I'm on my microphone.
No, you're good. But okay. What else would you be streaming with other than a camera?
Well, before I used to do it with my phone.
Oh, okay. I was like,
right.
So camera.
Now
I got you.
I have a laptop and an actual camera hooked up to the laptop. So
I just use my MacBook. The iPhone, it's such a pain because then you can't look at it.
It's such a pain. What I would do is I would watch it separately on an iPad. Do you know what I mean? But it's ridiculous because I'm watching it with a gap.
It's weird.
3-second delay or something. So yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah. But hey, you get by, right?
What's up, Monster? Welcome. I really don't think I need to say this, but hey guys, this is Jared.
What's up?
From Neves Knives. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but if you haven't, welcome to the real world. You're welcome, man. Thanks for coming. So I got my Demko shirt on. I picked up at Blade Show.
I see that. I got the Knife Junkie on there.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I wanted to wear this shirt, but apparently I'm too fat for even a 2X. So I washed it because you're supposed to wash it before you wear it.
Yeah.
And it just like shrunk, and now it's just like it just shows the gut and the man tits.
Yeah, I usually, when I order the shirts, I look, or at least I try to, if they tell you, like, if it's over 60% cotton, then I'll try to get something larger because you already know.
This is 52.48.
Okay.
And it's the same shirt he used last time. And I got one last time, but I got black. So I don't know if maybe just because it's black, it's harder to see, or there's a difference in the balance. But I was thinking, I got to do my giveaway for the holiday here. I was going to do that tonight. Nice. And I was thinking maybe I could throw this in with it. I don't know.
There you go.
It touched me one time. I don't know if whoever's going to care, but
I need to get some more shirts from some guys. I want to get Mike Emler's got one with it's just a knife, but it's his little sea snake. It looks pretty badass. Cool. So
I have so many fucking shirts now. Like I can't even shut my drawer over here because it's full of fucking shirts. Because every time I see a knife shirt from somebody I like, I fucking buy it.
Right.
Because I didn't have enough shirts. Now I have way too many.
Yeah, I definitely need to get more.
Let's see. William Stern, by the way, a blame for yet another knife I just had. So that's so funny that you said that, William. And you're walking right into this, so I apologize. I listened to Jake's podcast today, Beer to Gear, and one of the things he brought up was he gets all these messages from people who are like, it's your fault. I spent this money on this knife because of your
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
And we all get it, right? I'm sure
Yeah.
you get the same thing.
Oh yeah.
And I always just respond, I'm like, sweet dude, hope you like it. But like occasionally you get the guy. Yeah, occasionally you get that guy. He's like, it's your fault and it sucks. And I'm like,
yeah,
sorry,
I had a guy go in on me. Like he was telling me it came with this and this, and it's like, well, I'm sorry, bro. Mine didn't. I'm sorry. And I just told him, I said, return it. I know they'll take care of you.
Like I'm not spending your money. I'm just telling you what I never. Okay, I'll take that back because I do say you got to get one of these. Like I say that all the time.
All right.
So there's that. But
I had a guy say,
man.
I had a guy say he was gonna send me his wife's number. He's like, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna give my wife your number so that you can as a joke, so you can explain to her where all this money is going."
Like, dude, I mean, if you're cool with somebody and you're joking around, I get it. But when people like out of the blue or just like,
it was
fuck you, man. Like, I don't care when they're like, it's your fault. I always laugh at them. I'm like,
yeah.
But like, and I'm not trying to call you out, William. I'm just using that as an example.
I told Metal Complex, I said that he was responsible for at least 6 divorces or some shit. I was just messing with him though.
That's funny. Rusty says hello, Jared.
What's up, everybody?
Monster says hi. Marcus says bang. Yeah, every fucking time I make a video now, I'm gonna say that for a week because you're on.
In with it.
That's all right. You want to start over?
I'd like to restart. Bang! Right. These knives. I'm Jared. And thank you for having me, Lefty.
Hang on, wait. Let me do this. Hang on. All right, guys, I'm bringing Jared on. He's in the background, and here he comes. Hey, Jared.
Bang! Neves Knives. I'm Jared, and I appreciate you guys having me. How's everybody doing tonight?
That's awesome, dude. Thank you. Jared fucking rock. Yes, he does, William. Yes, he does. Yeah, maybe he was blaming you for the knife, not me. So
probably.
Maybe I took that out on him on accident.
Out of context. I get that a lot.
I volunteered.
But you know what I also get? Though? I get a lot of thank yous. I get a lot of people that are like, man, oh, yeah. I got that knife, dude. I love this thing. And so, it winds up working. It balances out.
Jared needs a Diva shirt. Yeah, I'm planning on doing shirts out of this. But I don't know if you guys are going to buy my shirt because it's going to be pink, man.
Well, there's going to be somebody, like, if you wear it, it's going to be reading, like, Detent Diva. What the fuck is a Detent Diva?
But that's cool. It's better than having, like, Glock, like, right on your shirt,
Right. Well, think about the blades. Think about the blade steels. 20 CV, M390, and then they're like, what the fuck are all these numbers?
Yeah. That's why it's the if you know shirt. But you end up getting questions, and you're like, although nobody's ever asked me, other than other knife guys who comment and say, "Where'd you get that shirt?" And I'm like, Jesus, for the 100th time, like,
right. Nothing wrong with the pink.
Is that what we're calling now? Cease thing.
Ed Durbin says he got arrested in a pink shirt. That doesn't make good for your photo for sure.
So the shirt's not going to be pink. The text will be pink. So the shirt's going to be like dark blue or a gray, and then the text will be pink. I have a picture of it somewhere. That's what I plan to do anyway, and I could care less if I sell them. I'm going to get one. Well, I'm going to get a few.
Yeah, I definitely got to get some made. I was going to get some made a while back. And
there it is.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's cool. I like that.
Sweet.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's not too girly or anything.
I'd wear that shit.
I'm hoping to do them for like $20, maybe a little less if I can. Usually they're like 25 or 30.
Yeah, it sounds like
I'm not going to try to make money. I'm just going to try to pay it and ship it,
Because I would say that sounds actually cheaper than I would think, because what is it like? Because when you're, for the people that don't know, like when you get a deal like that, they're giving it to you for X amount of dollars. And then a lot of them, you can put whatever you want on top of that. So whatever you put on top of it is what you're going to make. And then sometimes it's just a base price. This is the cost. This is how much you're going to make. And this is how much we make, which obviously
it depends on it depends on who you use. So like
That's what I mean.
I used to work for a promotional products company. So shout out to Nation Imprint, and they're gonna do the shirts for me. So if I order I'll do a pre-order. If I order 25, they'll be like $10 or something a shirt. If I order 50, it's like, or maybe it was 11 and then 10 for 50.
Okay.
11 for 25. So
is that all they do?
No, they do shirts, pens, they do all the shit. Nice. Yeah. So I'm just gonna take that and add, whatever. It's probably average. It'll cost like $6 for shipping, maybe.
Right.
If I had to keep it to US. So that's like $17, and then maybe add a couple just for in case something fucks up, So call it like $19, so 20. I don't think 20 is bad for a shirt. 18 to 20, I think. I just want to make the shirts.
Not for a specialized shirt like that.
Like I don't want to make money.
Right. If you're going to Walmart or something, like that's completely different. Like that's not a specialized shirt. It's just a t-shirt it was same concept where they're just getting, where they're getting made, right? But in this case, it is a lot different. There's other people that got to make money, not just one big box store.
Right. D10 Diva action figure with little knives and a garbage can.
Check this out. My cousin, I don't know if you ever seen these.
Oh, yeah.
My cousin made these.
There we go. That's better, right? There you go.
For me. And it's got a knife.
That's cool.
It literally looks just like me. And then Kara's backpack. It does look like you. You can't see it, but Kara's backpack is actually Douglas.
Oh, that's funny. She paint that or what?
Yeah, she buys them and then she accessorizes them and paints them and puts things like it's crazy. I can't believe she's even got the Neves Knives shirt on there. And I don't even have any knife shirt yet. I need to get some. But I thought that was awesome. That was so cool.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
Get a black XXL for me. Let me know when I owe you. All right. Yeah, I'll let you guys know when I'm going to do it, and I'll announce it. You guys can order if you want, and we'll go from there. If I have to fill in the gap to hit 25 or whatever, then I'll just pay for the rest and sell them. Or I'm hoping people like it, but you never know. It is kind of girly, and people are weird about that shit, but I like that. Like, doesn't bother me.
I thought it looked good.
Yeah.
I'd wear it for sure.
You got to charge at least 25. Well, why would I want to charge you more?
I don't think he's saying it like that, but to me personally, right, when I think of it, I don't think of a shirt that it's going to be under 25 personally. Like anytime I go to anybody's site to buy a shirt, I never think that it's going to be under 25.
That's because they're making money off of it.
One reason, yes, they're making money, but another reason, and this is just my thought process, like, because some of the sites that I checked out, they had different quality levels. So
I priced it out for the not Bella Canvas. It's Next Level. The Next Level, it's like tri-blend. It's like the really good shit you can get. I'm not cheaping out to save money.
Right.
I'm just not adding money on for me.
I see. That's awesome then. That's awesome.
It's 25 or 50 shirts. Why do I want to make money?
You're basically undercutting everybody else. I see. I got you.
I just want a shirt. You know what I mean? Okay. I gotta sell 25 of them to get myself one. So
there you go.
And I'll pay for mine too. I don't care. I just want to be able to print the shirts. I can't just get one.
Well,
unless I go through like Teespring, and then I can get like samples, but then you probably pay like $40 for one shirt if you do it that way. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, count me in for one when you get them. I'll take.
All right, cool. God forbid you make $1. Yeah, but I want to actually sell the shirts. I figure you guys will buy more if I sell them for 18 or $20. At least the first time. If people end up loving it and then it turns into like I'm selling shirts, all right, maybe I'll try to make some money. But the first time.
Sometimes it is about getting it out there, right? Getting people to wear it because then other people see it and then other people are likely to. Because if you don't sell any, then nobody's wearing it. Then there's no advertisement there.
Exactly. Right. That's why, like, stickers, I don't charge people for stickers. Like, maybe if I got an ass ton of requests all the time, I would start charging to cover my shipping.
Yeah.
Like you probably get a lot more requests than I do for stickers. I get I send 10 envelopes out a month for stickers. Like I'm not going to charge anybody for that.
The first batch we got, we didn't charge a dime. We just gave them out. Then the second batch, we charged $2 a piece. But in all honesty, we gave out far more than we ever sold. Right. Because, like,
and that's just covering your cost of $2. Yeah. You're not making money off of that.
No, right. Yeah, for sure. We definitely spend more on stickers than we make even selling them. But it is a nice little thing, like to get $2 to $4, send them a couple stickers here and there, which helps out for the ones we give away. Which I'm not saying that they're paying for theirs, but the giveaway ones are like when people win stuff. When people said knives, I'll send a sticker back.
I always put stickers in. That's where half of them go, at least more than that.
And that's what I mean. So you wind up giving away so many.
Oh, yeah. But that's why I try to do different shit like this or like on the edge stickers. I don't always just get Lefty ones because I like to just switch it up. Or when they have a promo. Have you ever heard of Sticker Mule?
Yep, we dealt with them.
Okay, they do deals every week. They have a deal, and then every month they have like a week where they do a deal a day, and that's when I buy all my shit, and I get like 50. Like these are $20 or something for 50 of these or 100 of these. And then
I personally like them better. Their
quality's good too.
The vinyl ones are really good quality. We went to another brand which was a little cheaper, but the quality was nowhere.
And they're fast too.
Very fast.
Yeah. Especially if they have your logo already, they'll just knock it out. Like if they've already done that sticker before, that shit'll ship in like a day. It's like super. I mean, I ordered these less than a week ago, I think, and I have them. So, Mr. Fuckstick says, I just wanted to take a second to say something from the heart. Fuck you, Lefty, you goddamn failed baby-handed MC. Jared is cool. That's why I called him Mr. Fuckstick, because I read that already.
You got some real supporters here.
Fuck you, nobody. Fuck you. I love that nobody story. Great. You ever hear that? What's that from? It's from like I'm going into history here. The Odyssey, Homer's Odyssey, where what's his fucking name? Ulysses? No, it's who's the main character? Odysseus, and he ends up on this island, and there's a Cyclops that's trying to eat them and shit, and he says his name's Nobody, or No One or something. He confuses the shit out of the Cyclops. He's like, "No one hurt me." No one.
Yeah.
And then nobody believes him because he's like, nobody hurt me.
It was nobody.
Yeah. Anyway. Semper Fi EDC guy. What's up, Vince? In for a reddish 3XL with a $1 veterans discount, please. Thanks, guy. Be rocking stuff. Yeah, I'll hook you up, Vince. I don't know about red, though. I can only do like the one color. But I'll still hook you up. Don't worry. Oh, I'm way behind on comments here. Woo! I get dive bar tees. Yes. I love you. I love you for that. Vince, yep, some Funkos, bobbles, some don't. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Funkos. Oh, they talking about those thingamabobbers?
Yeah, those dolls, yeah.
John's in the house. Snoochie Boochies. Beautiful beaches. I don't know. Is that from Snoochie Boochies is from
it's from Mallrats.
Mallrats. Clerk. Yeah. Clark.
Yeah, Clark. There. Or Clerks.
Silent Bob and
Violent or
Penis Dick. Yeah.
Whatever his name
Pencil
is.
Dick.
Jay and Silent Bob.
Yay! Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. I used to love Mallrats. Mallrats was the shit.
Yeah. Those movies were good when I was younger.
Oh, yeah.
I'm buying a shitload of gas station knives and sending to Lefty nuts, so he can say my knives suck. Dude, your knives suck already. You don't need to send me gas station knives. You can just pull anything out of your collection.
You don't have to prove it.
I'm just kidding. How about that part in Mallrats when they put the shit in the chocolate pretzel bag and the dude's like licking his fingers?
Yeah.
Oh, that shit was fucked up. Also, this is Red Wolf EDC. I'm on my alt account. That makes sense.
You think he's telling the truth?
No, it's definitely him, dude.
Okay.
Definitely him. I actually have a package to unbox from him right here. So
All
I'm going to do that while he's. What'd you carry today, Jared? I had this Guardian Tactical 035 Panto.
I literally just got back from a funeral. I carried because I got a box in of knives, so I wanted to carry something a little nicer. So I wound up carrying the Wee Up Shot.
Oh, how is that?
It's pretty good. I like it. The detent is a little soft.
I knew it. That's why I didn't remember that fucking
but
thing.
It's still very reliable. Like it's a really good flipper.
I know it's a Wii. I know what you're saying, but it's not.
It almost feels like it was supposed to have multiple deployments because I can reverse flick it easily.
Well, that's because there's another model coming out just like it with, thumb studs.
Right. Probably.
They piss me off. I don't know why.
But it's a good size, good geometry. I mean, it's a good quality knife. There's one thing that bothers me about it, though.
What's that?
Look at the clip. It's like a hammered blue clip. It's just... Why not make the other hardware match the clip?
Blue.
They got bronze.
Yeah, that clip
hardware.
looks ugly, man. I've seen it a few times now. That clip is gross.
It doesn't really make sense why they did black hardware, a bronze pivot, and then the blue clip. What the fuck? Like, why not just do one color?
I don't know. All right, so this is what Kyle sent me.
But it's
I got a couple of OTFs here. Are you into OTFs at all?
Not really.
You should have you like. Is it because you don't like them? Are they illegal or what's the deal?
Well, they are illegal unless if you have a FOID card, but that's not even the thing. My thing is that a lot of them are they're kind of one track oriented, and I used to love them. But just like, I don't know, I like to fidget, and just hitting the button isn't that. Just like even just regular autos to me, I'm not a big fan. I'd rather flick my knife and push a button.
Side autos suck, but
yeah,
OTFs are fun, man, because you can go both ways.
That's true. Yeah.
That's the only reason I enjoy it is because I can fidget with it. Now, I'm not like a big OTF guy. They're actually illegal here, I think, but I don't give a fuck. I carried this today. But I'll have one or try to have one in the collection. And I had a few Microtechs, the bounty hunters, because I just thought they were cool, right? But the fucking glass breaker just kills me on those. And then maintaining them just sucked. Whenever they start to get sluggish, you look up Microtech maintenance, and it takes you to a video where an employee from Microtech takes gun oil, sprays it in here.
I've seen that.
And then goes like this a million times, right? I do that shit, and it just doesn't work. It starts misfiring, and
it's worse.
Right. So, and then it takes me a half hour of dicking around with canned air and all this shit, and then I finally get it, and then the next day I sell it because I'm just pissed.
Right.
So
they're using a brand new knife that's just not oiled versus a knife that's actually
that's
used.
That's probably what it is. Yeah.
Right.
But I talked to Kyle, so Mr. Nobody, Red Wolf EDC, and he's like, dude, I'm lazy as fuck. If I had to do all that, I wouldn't own OTFs, and I love OTFs. I'm quoting him right now. So what he does is he takes he just has a rag with some REM oil on it.
All right.
And like once a month, he'll take his OTF and just wipe the blade with it a couple times and get a little oil on it and then fire it, and that does the trick.
Huh.
So that's what I did today with this. And I mean, I got this like a week ago, so it was already good, but it feels great. And I think that's going to work.
Yeah, probably.
And these Guardian Tacticals are way better than Microtechs, in my opinion. This button is on ball bearings instead of whatever the hell Microtech uses, and it's just so smooth.
A lot smoother. So does it have that, you know how like the Microtech ones where you got to push it a little bit, then it get to a breaking point and you got to like brake with the button, or does it just fire?
So the way it works is it's just like theirs where it's like you have to have steady pressure. That's how they get it to where it won't go off in your pocket. Like, you can't just like shove the button and have it go off. You have to like consistently press, but you can do it quickly. Like, but this just feels way smoother, and it has it doesn't tear up my thumb. All the Microtechs would eventually you get sore from fucking doing it.
Yeah,
I
they're
can do
definitely
this
tough.
all day.
Somebody asked me, oh, isn't it gonna fire off in my pocket? And they were talking about the Microtech ones. I said, yeah,
right.
not a chance, bud. Not a chance.
They don't.
It ain't fucking firing. You're gonna have trouble firing it with your hands, let alone in your pocket.
Right. So yeah, so he sent me this thing real quick. I'll run through these. I'm just gonna make myself big. This is the it's called Midtech Knives something. It's some like obscene brand that I've never heard of. But he said this is what? Yeah, he said they make cloney type stuff, but this one's like original. And he has like a Damasteel blade or Damascus blade. I just thought it looked interesting, so I wanted to check it out. I mean, I literally am just picking it up right now. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Now, this is not the type of OTF I would buy, and I hate glass breakers. The one I really want to check out is this. This is the Microtech Cypher, and this is the Katana blade. Apparently, this one's like hard to find or something. It has like patent numbers and all that shit over there. 518 or something. Damn.
Wow.
Dude, look at that blade.
Holy shit.
So I don't know why it's called the Katana blade. Maybe because it has that. Is that called a Hamon? I don't know much about
my blade or whatever. Sanmai.
So you can feel a substantial difference. Like the spring tension is just so much stronger on this for like pushing the button. It's not like it fires out faster.
It's a good looking blade on that one though.
Yeah, I really like this. This is cool. It's a good size, this Cypher. It's fucking huge, actually.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Like this is the 035, which is 3.5 inch, I guess. Makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely 4 and something.
The one with the Sanmai blade, that one doesn't have a glass breaker, right? Or did it?
No, this is actually really cool. This one does not have one. This is the Cypher. This is like the only Microtech or one of them that doesn't have that. But that's why this it's like $450 like in the standard version for this.
Yeah.
Then he sent me this crazy ass thing.
Beast.
I think this is called the Slender Man. I think I saw Kyle check this out one time. Kyle DTOM Knives and Gear. My brother. I don't know what that says. ODKW, Old Dominion Knife Works. I know Lanfear loves.
10 inches long.
It is, dude. I know Kyle DTOM. He used it to carve his turkey, I think.
The other Kyle, he's like 6'8" or whatever, so it makes sense for his big ass hands.
This thing is pretty cool, but like it's obnoxious. Perfect for him. And then the last thing he sent me was this Invictus. Isn't that what it's called?
I think it also doesn't have a steel blade or something. It has
no, so this is the regular one. I think he told me. I think it's M390, but you're talking about that Teravantium shit.
Yes.
And that's from hold on, let me do this. That's from what the fuck is the name of that company? I saw him at Blade Show too. Look at this. Oh, Lockbars, yeah. Boop. And left-handed.
Lone Wolf asking how much they go for.
Bolster. He is Lone Wolf. Oh, no, sorry.
yeah. Lone Wolf's asking Red Wolf.
How much are they? How much is what is the question?
I think he's asking about that one.
I think this is a glow-in-the-dark thing on the end of the
tritium or whatever.
I don't know what it is. Terrain 365, that's the company, right?
Oh.
And then it's Teravantium's the steel, but this is the regular one with some kind of micarta. And he said it's been modded to like it's been polished up or something, so the action's way better than it normally would be.
And Lone Wolf, I think the Slender Man, speaking to Lone Wolf, I think the Slender Man's a custom, so I'm guessing it's up there probably for price.
D10's kind of light on this, so.
Is it?
Yeah, I can just like
real light.
But if you flick it, I don't know. I find with knives like this, the reverse flick's the way to go because you get more pressure on it.
Yeah.
It actually feels really good in hand. I thought I'd hate this knife design in general, but I actually kind of like it. It's got a nice little poon spoon right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool knives. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, Old Dominion Knife Works is the company that makes the Slender Man. That's a full custom. So put those away. All right. Sorry, I wanted to unbox. Oh, I also have I showed you the stickers, and then I got some should have. Yeah,
Red Wolf says that Slender Man's a one and done, so it's like just a one case thing. Have you ever tried any of their other knives?
I actually did because he sent me one. I think he sent me that Godzilla fucking knife. The one that like jizzed out KPL. I'm pretty sure that was Old Dominion knife. I don't know if you remember that video, but
I do.
Yeah, these are my bearings I ordered from. I ordered these from Gillian's.
Nice.
I got three. I got 3 more sets. Yeah, 3 more sets of the salt and peppers. I know he sent. I think the first time I heard of him was you did a video.
Yeah, I actually did. I actually did a long time ago. The reason why I was in contact with him was he contacted me like when I first started my channel, and he asked me if I would want to review one of his custom knives, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like I was really excited. It was like
the Morning Star.
Yeah, and so he sent it, and I reviewed it. And then so when he started making the bearings, we stayed in contact. And as soon as he finished them, he sent me some really good quality, though. I like them a lot.
They're my favorite bearings.
Yeah.
I like them better than Skiff's.
The white ones, the white ceramic, he sent me a note explaining the slickness grade or whatever. It's slicker than the darker ones.
Yeah, so I like the salt and peppers the best. Yeah. That's those. But they're they're $20 a pop.
Yeah.
But I have them in almost any bearing knife that I like that I will take apart. I mean, I have them in my haptic. Like the haptic you had, they were in there.
Yeah.
When you had it. The action was incredible on those. So and it helps that pivot like strength.
Yep.
So much because you don't have that bullshit cage with the ass end on it.
Right.
I have a freaking bag here. Like I literally have this thing just full of bearings.
And another
thing, apart.
Another reason why it's more stable and more strong, I guess you could say, is because since it's hand flattened, right? You know all the balls line up perfectly flat on a surface. Other bearings, you in a cage, you can't be guaranteed that those are perfectly flat. And I've literally gotten
There's no way they are.
We're not like a 100%. We're not. I had to take them out. Got a hold of the company. They had to send me more because it was like twisted. So the pressure from the pivot from the company, not from me, like twisted it. And now it was all janked up. His are strong, stable, and you're guaranteed to have a nice tight pivot, which is going to also benefit for the rolling when it builds in a track.
Dude, so good.
Yeah.
They really break in too. Like, yeah, I never really noticed with Skiff's. Like, I like Skiff's a lot. I used them before I got into Gillian's, and then Gillian, he makes regular bearings too, like with just the one color, just like they're basically identical to Skiff's. Right. And I've used both, and they're very similar. But those salt and peppers are just the slightest bit better because they're as good as those two. But then once they break in, they're even better. And that must have something to do with those white ones. Because, like, I have, I've sent so many loaners out. I don't have any, like, sitting here with those bearings, I don't think.
So I actually just learned a little bit about this, about the ceramic bearings, how like, because I'm sure you've heard how ceramic bearings are self-lubricating, right? Well, what that means is it's the surface slickness. So the white ones will be even better for like self-lube. It doesn't mean that they pour out oil or suck up oil or anything. It just means the surface is already so slick, it's as if it's oiled. Now, when you add a little layer of oil to it, which you don't have to do, you want to add it to your detent 100%, but to your bearings, you don't have to. But after it breaks in a track, the slickness that those bearings are going to bring it's like it's lubed without the oil. So after oiling, it's going to get even better.
Yeah, like that's what I usually now when I get a knife, like I'll play with it and then I'll feel out the action or whatever. And the first thing I do to improve the action is take a drop of KPL heavy and put it on the detent ball. That's the first thing I do.
Yep.
I don't pour it in here anymore. I used to just start pouring KPL original in the bearings.
I used to do the same thing. Not no more. I do the same thing you're saying right now. I just do the detent ball. That's it.
And if that doesn't work, then I'll probably take it apart and see what's going on. And when I put it back together, I'll put a tiny drop with each bearing.
Right.
But I used to over lubricate way too much in the bearing. And it just turns to like black sludge.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Even if you don't add too much, it turns to black sludge. But you're better off without a ton of it in there, just a drop, you know?
Yeah. Just a little tiny bit, just to coat the balls when they're rolling.
Yeah. But that detent ball, that's important.
Night and day difference. Night and day difference. Putting the heavy on it, even versus the regular KPL. When you drop that heavy, because it's a gel, right? And then the other
way
stuff,
more
oil.
Yep.
Man, it changes it. And there's a lot of times I'll get a knife and I'll start, like flicking it, and it's good. It's okay. Put that heavy on there, it just changes it.
And if you have a bottle of heavy from like 6 months ago or a year ago, I suggest buying a new one. Okay. Not just because I have a code or whatever, but because I noticed a difference. I have an old bottle and a bottle I recently got.
Yeah.
And the viscosity is way different. The new bottle is thick. Yeah, the new bottle is like, you could see it like kind of hanging off when it drops. And the old bottle I have, it just kind of almost looks like original. So I don't know if maybe mine got screwed up and they accidentally put original. I don't know, but
mine is literally like gel. I have to squeeze it just to get to come out. When it comes out, it's like a glob. Yeah. You got a donation in there.
If your heavy's not like that, I suggest getting another one. Thanks, dude. I am trying to get through the comments. Vince, bam!
Bang!
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I don't have my moderator today. Chris is dealing with some personal stuff. You guys all know he's having a baby, and I think his wife's feeling the morning sickness kind of stuff. So hope she feels better. Thank you, Vince. Really appreciate that, brother, man. He does so much for the channel. He's a great dude. Lancelot Leather, what's up, Joe? Hi, guys. How's it going tonight? What's up, man? Yeah, you're one of the few victims that he has left to make a mat for, dude. You haven't commissioned one yet, huh?
Guess not.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Have you ever seen my
Oh yeah. Dude, that's sweet. That is
so he's made one for like 20 other channels now, I think. Everybody's getting them made.
I did have somebody get a hold of me, and they said they were kind of backed up, but they said as soon as they get a chance, they're gonna make me one. I'm not positive it was him. It might have been him because this was a couple months ago. But yeah, that thing looks killer.
Yeah, that thing's dope.
Well
I'm
done.
so glad I worked with him on that.
And having little things like that, man, just improves like your EDC.
William says booyah with a $20 super chat. All right, first off, I forgot, Vince, ball sack for you. William, ball sack. No, you get a double ball sack. Ball sack for that 20. Thank you, brother. That is much appreciated.
Taco bearings.
Now my wife's gonna be pissed at you because I'm gonna use that $20 to buy 2 more Shadow Rangers for 2 unsuspecting victims. I sent one to Red Wolf the other day. He should have it by now. And guess what I learned? I could Spidey flick this motherfucker now. What? Action is improving.
Finally broken in.
Yeah.
So you said you got one of these on the way in October?
Yeah, I was hoping it would be here tonight, and it didn't come today because I used Blade HQ. And then
don't they?
2 minutes after I ordered it, somebody goes, "Dude, they're on Amazon. They'll be there tomorrow." And I was like, "Fuck." Honestly, I'd rather order from Amazon. It does not make a difference to me, Blade HQ or Amazon.
Yeah.
If I always search, so I went through White Mountain Knives, DLT, Knife Joy, Knives Plus. GP knife. I went through all of them looking first to see if I could get it there, and they didn't have it. I'll always try to order from one of those companies, but if they don't have it, a lot of them don't carry the Chinese stuff.
Yeah,
they're kind of more American, like DLT and Knife Joy. I think they carry more of the American stuff.
I do like to go through the American companies if I can, even if I got to wait an extra day or so, because I do want to support the American companies. But like the Mojave Outdoors, I know that's like a site, and they do have sites on Amazon.
I've never heard of
that. They support the channel, so they send me fucking shitloads of knives. Yeah, and
Mojave Outdoors.
Mojave, yeah, they sent. Fuck, I'm probably up to 12 knives they've sent me so far, and not like cheap ones either. That's what. That's what I'm saying. That's why, like, to me, like, I shout them out. I try to buy through them because they are also.
Heard of them though. That's weird.
And
they sell Amazon. Wait, let's take a look, guys. We'll take a look while we're here. Mojave Outdoors.
MOJ Mojave. Yeah. Don't act like you knew.
I know how to spell Mojave, dude. But apparently I can't spell outdoors.
I was pronouncing it Mojave.
How do you is it outdoor?
Outdoors. Mojave
that didn't
Outdoors.
work either. Hold on, let's see. Mojave. Oh, it's outdoor gear. Got it.
Okay. There's like they have an eBay site, they have an Amazon site, and they have their regular site. So they're going in, and it's all Kaisers for days. That's all it is Kaisers, but they give you fat discounts, like really good discounts.
Oh, they only sell Kaisers?
They only sell Kaisers, but like I said though, they have fat ass deals because they'll literally have one day where if you buy more than one knife, you get 30% off. Then the next week they'll have 30% off just one knife. And if you think about 30%
$69 bucks for a mini sheepdog.
They got the big one coming. I'm supposed to be getting one from them. The full size version of that with the whole.
Well, so this is the full price, $129 for this thing. So you're saying they have like combo deal type stuff.
Well, it just depends on the week. Some days they do, some days they don't. Some days they do it where if you buy one knife, or if you buy two knives, you'll get so much off. Like if you just look around, you'll see like deals.
There's that sexy ass knife right there that Jared loves so much. The Vanguard horn. Literally called the horn, dude.
I thought it was the ugliest fucking knife. And I said that. I literally said that. And then they sent me a note stating that, we heard that you said that you thought it was ugly as shit, but we're sending you one anyways.
All right. So, guys, Mojave, if you're listening, that knife's ugly as fuck. So is this Vanguard Butcher. So if you want to send me one, no, I'm just kidding. They have the Kaiser Yorkie and M390. I like that knife, by the way. I didn't know they made a micarta version. This is a sleeper right here, dude. I've never seen this knife before.
You never seen the Yorkie? I got a titanium version.
The titanium version, but I never knew they made a micarta version.
Mm-hmm. That's another thing.
That's the one I would get because it's a liner lock.
So they have exclusive. Now, let me tell you something, Lefty. I found something out about some of these Kaisers. Now,
2.5 though.
You know how if you hold a knife like this and you look into the pivot like that, and you're just looking into the pivot. Well, if you look into it, there's some models that has this little cutout inside. So if you're looking at the knife like this, right, and you're looking inside there,
are you fucking with me right now?
No, I'm not. So some models have it, some don't. So the specific models that have this, now I'm not talking about any other knife, just Kaisers. So
I know, but I'm just playing along right now.
The beg letter, the new beg lighter, and all the other knives that are stupid smooth. I'm talking about they're beyond smooth, they're just straight fall shut action. They all have this same thing in common, where in there's a cutout on each side of the blade that's a little square. I don't know what it does. I have no idea, but the common denominator is that thing. And I'm telling you, all the knives that have it are just it doesn't even make sense how smooth they are. And they're rock solid. They're very strong, very tight.
Right.
And I started noticing it on all these smooth knives, and I started looking, and then I was looking at other knives that were smooth, very smooth, but not to that level, and they didn't have it. And I did hear that on some of the knives they wrote that it's like the new bearing system, blah 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 blah. But yeah, it's pretty badass. I don't know what it does. I have no idea, but whatever it does, it makes it fucking crazy smooth.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Lindy's in the house. Hey, Lindy.
What's up, Lindy Lou?
So I sent her and Richie my Hoback Sumo so they could mod the clip because the clip is a hot spot. If you're right-handed, it is. Left-handed, it's fine, but I figured sometimes I hold knives right-handed, and in the wrong grip, I can feel it left-handed, and I figured I would do it, and then if it works out great, then I could tell other people, like, you can get your clip modded here, you know.
What do you cut with, left or right?
Left.
Okay. Well, I don't know, because I see you always switch hands, right?
Well,
so
yeah.
like my wife, she's a lefty, but she cuts right-handed, but she writes right-handed. Like she's backwards in everything. So like
the only thing I do is like throw a frisbee right-handed. That's pretty much it.
You shoot left-handed?
Yeah.
What about bow and arrow?
I don't shoot bow and arrow, but I would shoot it. I would do it like this. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's left-handed, right?
Yep. Yeah. So whatever you pull the string back is the one you're handed on. Yeah.
But yeah, so I sent them the Sumo. She told me it had rust on it when it got there.
Really?
Fuck, dude, that shit happens to me all the time. Lindy, can you tell me if you were serious about the rust? She said there was rust in the fuller. And that happened to me on the Medford Slim Mini when I was at Blade Show. And I got it out. That's why I bought this shit.
Gotta oil them blades, man. Gotta keep them blades.
I literally put okay. So I got the Sumo at Blade Show, and then I had that issue with the rust on the Medford. So I bought this at Blade Show, and I put it on the Slim Mini, and then I took that cloth and I rubbed it into the Hoback Sumo because I figured why not.
Right.
And then I even EDCI'd that motherfucker.
Wow.
And that was a week ago, and then I shipped it to them like 3 days ago, and it shows up with rust in the fuller. It's fucking weird, right?
Is it really humid where you're at? Like, I mean, I'm just
can be. Yeah, I'm guessing it was probably just being in transit, and they fucking ship them in these hot ass probably containers,
stupid
or whatever. I don't know.
It's
happened to me before with knives, but usually it's just surface rust. You just buff it out and it's gone.
Yeah.
Use the flits.
I get some speckling every once in a while, but the one thing that I always notice, it's almost always on a bead blast.
Well, the best way to go when you ship is use a generous code. Yeah, I don't know. I fucking put EDCI on it, but can you guys get it out? Do you have flits or something to just kind of put on there and brush it out? I'm assuming it's not like heavy rust or whatever.
They can get it out for an extra price of only $29.99.
Yeah, whatever. I just don't want to have the rust in there. But that pisses me off that even after putting some flits on it and EDCIing the blade, like you can watch my disassembly video I did a week ago, and I put EDCI on it when I did that video.
It's M390, right?
It's 20 CB. I find that
stuff
shit
is
rust,
super
man.
Stainless though. Like
it's not, man. I have that rust more than anything.
I'm just saying, like on the tier of how much chromium is in it.
I know what you're saying. I think it's
up there. It's like really good.
All right, Lindy. Well, then just don't even tell me about it. Just
hide it from me, please.
You know what? You guys know me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit over here and fucking cry about it like a little bitch.
Nightmares about rust.
Just surface right there.
Rust attacking you from everywhere.
I know. I got it out of the Slim Mini real easy out of that fuller with a toothbrush and the flits. Like it was real easy.
I do think about that though, where like if I have one like getting like surface rust and it's next to any other knives, I start freaking out. I fucking start oiling them all, like because it's like contagious.
Once I get it out of the knife, I've never had it come back.
All right, but you probably keep an eye on it after that too, though.
No, because it's covered in flits, it's covered in CLP or whatever the fuck I put on it, and then I make sure I just put a little bit of EDCI. The EDCI does not work, I guess. I don't know. It wouldn't be fun if we didn't make you
make sure you shake it up before you use it. Maybe you're just spraying water on it. I don't know.
Spit on it. That will fix it.
There you go.
Shane's in a little spit.
It's always bead blast for me, though. Anytime anything ever gets surface rust, it's always bead blast.
D10 Diva has some messed up pH balance that ruins that. Dude, at the show, it was just my ass juice. Like, I had it in my back pocket, and I was sweating. And I would pull the knife out because somebody would be like, what do you got? And I'd pull the knife out, and it would have, like, a layer of just water on it. Water. Yeah. And then I'd wipe it off. And it was in my pocket all day. It had to be sweat.
You need to start selling copper patina knives like Titty Patina.
I hate copper, dude. I hate patina. I really do. I hate patina with a. I told her that. I was like, I like your shit, but like, I fucking hate patina. Like, so don't. Yeah, just not a patina guy.
What don't you like? So you just don't like copper, though.
So one, I don't like how heavy materials that patina are.
Okay.
And then I just think it's gross.
What about like some of the high carbide steels or like K390 because like certain blade steels they patina, but they
I got some K390 right here.
Right. So what about stuff like that?
I cut some grapefruit with this. Actually, my mom did. I let her use this to cut a grapefruit for my daughter.
That doesn't bother you, though?
The shit out of it after.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Okay. I'm not a big fan of that patina, like on like K390 and stuff. So I'll usually like keep it dry
at all. I like a fucking clean satin blade. That's what I want on my knife. I don't like stonewash. I don't like bead blast. And you're right. Every time that I've had something rust, except for once, it's been because it's a bead blasted fuller or whatever. It's usually bead blast, not stonewash, not satin. I have had M390 satin from Riot Rust on my Aloni Goat version 2 coming back from Mild Mannered EDC. He lives in Washington, though, so I don't know if he's the one who bought me the EDCI because that happened. I love this shit, or I thought I did.
They're still steel, so you do got to take care of them. But yeah, bead blast finish, it's susceptible to rust because of the pockets from the beads hitting. Makes like pockets that moisture can get stuck into.
It's stupid that they shouldn't use that shit.
But I do like a strong satin finish, like kind of like how Medford does, where it's like you really see the satin in their hollow grinds. I love that.
It's just I don't know where this conversation started, but respectfully, has anyone actually smelled titty sweat? I'm sure I've smelled titty sweat before. I mean, like. I think we're all adults here. Like if you're having sex, you're probably like you got titties in the vicinity, and she should be sweating, and you're gonna smell something. I don't think it smells bad, but you would know better than us, obviously.
That's true. That's true.
Monster says can't say that I have. Come on, Monster. I just imagine that's what they smell like when they come back from TP.
I think most people wash their knives right when they get it, they pull it out.
It's not a good time. Damn. So I guess we're comparing titty sweat to like ball sweat now. So yeah, I know what you're saying. You ever go play a game of 5-on-5 and then you come back home and take a shower, that ball sweat? I wouldn't want that on my knife.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
For some reason, titties are a little bit less.
They're just more magical. Okay.
They're definitely more magical. But I do still feel the need to make sure, I sanitize it. But
you sanitize your titties? Good.
It would definitely be a lot worse if it was ball sweat versus titties.
But I just don't like patina. That's my thing. So in any really shape or form, because it shows wear, and I don't like wear. Let me show you a knife I got yesterday that I fucking hate. And I don't know if this will be controversial, but I already sold it because I hated it so much. So this knife is called the Cristal Knives Bronze Horseman. I'm going to make myself large here. It comes with a blank COA card, which is really nice.
Nice.
It does come with this thing, or these 2 Torx drivers and an extra set of hardware. That's kind of cool. And it looks like this.
Okay, yeah, I've seen it on your
which
camera.
is not terrible looking. It doesn't look terrible, except
that.
There, I got it. Sorry. First off, it's not fucking bronze. It's plain titanium.
Yeah.
It's a clip point. Look, I think it looks cool as shit. I think the milling in there, if you can see the micro milling inside.
Oh,
like
yeah.
They did really good work.
Yeah.
The build quality, I mean, the action, the build quality is absolutely fantastic. Lefty. Fucking this lock bar is. Oh, there we go. Got it. The lock bar is just such a bitch, dude. Right hand, you saw me. I couldn't even flip it open.
Yeah.
Like you have to be on the clip to get it. If you do it right-handed, though, you can. Hold on. You know I'm not good at this, but you can Spidey flick it pretty easily right-handed. But that lock bar is just a pain in the dick, and it's not bronze. So, and this flipper tab. Look at the angle of that fucking thing. It's just to me, it's
so
stupid.
Small. Yeah.
Just the
I'm not a big fan of those flipper tabs, to be honest. I would rather just have a damn flipper tab. Give me a full size flipper tab.
Right. What I don't like about it is you're guessing.
Yeah.
Like so when I take a knife, I carried this today too as a backup, the Finch 1929.
Mm-hmm.
When I pull the flipper tab, guess what? I know in my mind that it's going to flip open.
Right.
On this thing, I don't. It's just like I'm hoping it does. And then it does sometimes, but not all. I don't. It's just fucking. And then you can, you can push button it. I hate this fucking thing. So anyway,
there, go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask you if you ever tried one of these because.
Okay, hang on.
I don't know if you ever tried one because they've been out. Not really long time, but for a little while. But the Griffin. This is the titanium version. They originally came in aluminum, but it's a button lock, reverse flicker.
Oh, is that a real steel?
Yeah, but dude,
I tried to get one once.
They're so fucking good.
Yeah, no, I've never tried one of those.
They use needle bearings first of all, so the bearings are like stupid smooth, but it's very solid. Like the pivot is everything is very solid, but it's just stupid drop shutty. The action's really good. I had the aluminum version for a long time, and I was a little nervous. Well, they used to, and that was the most popular one. Then they discontinued it. Now they only have the titanium version in M390. But I beat the hell out of my aluminum one, and I was always worried that because it's a button lock that
hold it up.
It's gonna wind up breaking or
that looks cool, man.
Yeah, but I was always worried because it was a button lock. Like, man, this thing's not gonna hold up. It held up so solid. It never was not solid. Even when I got rid of it, it was like brand new still. And I think a lot of it has to do with the needle bearings. You get a lot more contact in the pivot with the needle bearings because they're roller bearings. So that's one thing. And then the way they got their button spring is really nice inside there, and it's big. So when you look at the plunge of which the button is pushed, where the spring is pushing back, it's big. So it has a lot of contact too. A lot of button locks are small, which makes smaller contact points. So in the future, it might be solid now, but after you use it for a while, it could, start loosening up. These things are solid. These things are really good. I hate that they discontinued the aluminum one. But
I wanted to try one. Actually, I tried getting one for a while because BJ Hill was going to try to reverse the clip on my Malibu.
Okay.
And he wanted to get one of those to test it. And I could never find one. But I actually thought it was a pretty cool looking knife. Yeah. Fromunda cheese. Yeah. I remember that when I was a kid. You ever tried Fromunda cheese? What's Fromunda cheese? From under my balls.
You've actually tried a lot of knives before you ever had the channel, right? I think you said that to me.
Yeah.
Like, you used to try a bunch of stuff, but
yeah, I started the channel in December, I think, and I'd been like pretty hard into collecting since COVID hit. But like that was like the beginning.
Yeah.
So that's when I started with like Benchmade and Spyderco, if you know what I mean. And then I started working my way up from there pretty quick. I mean, I went through it pretty quick, I think, compared to most people. Oh, dude, I'm excited. I ordered a Fanatic Edge Chavez 229 Tanto with fucking. I gotta show you this thing. Hang on. I don't know why I just thought of it, but I did. So I'm gonna show you. And I gotta do this giveaway. I don't want to make people just wait. They can see the giveaway, and then if they want to leave, they can leave. That blue one right there.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's a Tanto. Yeah. It's got that milling in the G10.
Oh, it's got a frag pattern. That's badass.
Yeah, so I got that one. I actually like the G10 over the titanium for the Chavez because of the weight.
Yeah.
And we saw those at Blade Show. I literally handled probably that one, so I know I like it. The D10s are just perfect on those. The earlier ones, they were too stiff.
They were really stiff. I tried 3 of them, and they were very stiff. A lot of people were taking them apart and messing with the lock bar because they were crazy stiff.
But it was $500 for that, which the knife is $320 or whatever, $300, and then you got to think he's Cerakoting, he's doing the frag pattern.
Yeah,
you got to ship it both ways. Like the hours of work. $500, I think, is fine. It's not cheap for a Chavez, but I get why it's that much, and I really wanted it, so I was like, "Fuck it."
For the budget guys out there, and I know a lot of people have tried these, so I'm sure a lot of people have gotten them, and I'm late to the party. I know, but the Kaiser Duke. You want?
I had one of those.
This thing.
That action's good, man.
Action's insane. It's like
does yours have this weird click in the middle somewhere?
What do you mean?
Does it have an extra kind of little click to it somewhere?
No. I don't know what you're talking
about. I had one that I got randomly. I bought a knife on Knife Swap, and the dude just threw it in. And I gave it away on actually a live stream, and I gave it to Casey from Knives Fast.
Yeah.
And I took it apart and cleaned it and tuned it for him when I sent it. And it had this weird extra how the it's hard to explain. Have you ever handled a Sharp by Design Evo Typhoon?
Yes.
Have you ever when his flipper tabs it just has a double click? I don't know how. It's almost like it clicks on the way out of the detent, and then when it locks up, it clicks again. It's like click. The haptic kind of does it too.
It's weird.
Do you know what sensation I'm kind of talking about?
Not really. I'm wondering if you're not talking about just the detent right here, right? Where it clicks. Right here, the detent.
I might be. Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. It just had a kind of double click.
Yeah, that's the detent ball getting up on the tang of the blade or the lock bar. But the one thing I really like about this is that it's, I've handled a lot of custom knives, and it has, and I'm talking about purely on the deployment, the flipping action is similar to a lot of custom knives from the Kaiser Duke. And I heard a lot of people, I think Knife Sergeant, he might have been one person screaming about it, but a lot of people were screaming about it. And I never tried one. Now, finally, I've tried one, and I get it. This thing. And another thing that's great about it is it's almost a full hollow grind, which is rare. You don't see that. You always see saber grinds with a hollow grind.
Hollow?
It's almost a full hollow. It's like a 90% hollow. You see the swedge on top?
Yeah. It's a cool knife, dude. It's a little bit of a pocket pecker, but other than that, it's really nice. I enjoyed the one I had.
Pecking.
I don't know. Well, I do because I'm left-handed. If it doesn't have a reversible clip, it's a bit.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
But do you carry other stuff in your pocket?
Yeah.
In your knife pocket?
Yep. Well, I carry a Bic lighter.
I'm doing that.
Chapstick. Yeah, I got my phone in my other pocket, so I don't have any room. You
I
know?
don't carry nothing in my. If I carry anything in my knife pocket, it's something I could care less about, like touching my knife, because I just don't want.
I don't care about that part. It's my hand going past it.
I get what you're saying.
And for me, being left-handed, it's not that. It's the flippers on the other side.
Yeah,
so
mine's in the way, but
so the bigger the tab is, the more chance I'm gonna accidentally pop that open in my pocket.
Okay,
that's why I don't like it. So I carry those usually in my back left, but I just don't really like the big pocket pack. It depends on the knife, but like that knife, the Evo Typhoon, I just didn't like how big the flipper tab was. But then I love the ball sack knife here. And this has a relatively large flipper tab. So it's just kind of preference, I think.
Yeah.
Christopher Tank says he's got it. Dude, where did you find that?
Come from Russia.
I was looking for one the other. That knife is fantastic, the T15. It is better than a Shiro, dude.
Can you pull up a picture?
I just said that to a Shiro guy. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, hang on. I'll show you.
I can't even think of it.
I actually handled it at Blade Show. That's why I was thinking of custom knife factory. Sorry, I talk when I type. I'm one of those fucking people.
I do the same thing.
You said T15, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks like a Shiro too, actually, dude.
And it's from Russia, so. Right?
God damn it. Why isn't it?
Oh, it's CKF. CKF is Russian, yeah.
There it is.
Factory.
It looks like a Shiro, dude. It is so fucking smooth. The action, the detent isn't. That's why it impressed me, because CKF usually sucks at detents. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
They're always too light for me.
No, I got one and it's very light.
Yeah. But this thing, perfect. At least the two they had two at Blade Show. They were both identical. Nailed it. And I love the design. I love the two-tone blade. And it's only $450 only. But it's only $450 if you think about it for CKF.
Yeah.
It's as good as a Shiro, if not better, because it actually drops a little faster.
I wonder what their big deal is though with the detents, because you're right, man. It seems like a lot of the
I'll tell you what
man.
You want to know my theory?
Yeah, what?
All right, so let me get a knife to like demonstrate. You know what I'm talking about. But so their whole thing, CKF's whole thing, if you think about it, when people think CKF, it's synonymous with guillotine drop shot.
Yeah.
Right?
Fall shot action.
Right. And they will sacrifice to make that happen. So what they do is they lighten the tension on the lock bar in order to have. That's why they have that absolutely guillotine action, because they have less. They loosen that tension. They basically weaken the detent to make sure it drops shut. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
And that's what they do.
I have the M pad, the Custom Knife Factory M pad.
That's like their budget one, but yeah.
Right. And I tightened up. I took it apart and I bent my lock bar in to get more detent out of it, because it was just so. It was like when I went to flick it the first time, it was like, wah.
Right. Still doing that.
So, well, I'm doing it on purpose right now.
I know.
It's a better, but yeah, it's still not.
And I bet you now it doesn't guillotine as much as it did.
No, it doesn't. But
yeah, that's their whole thing. You know, I'm telling you, they sacrifice one for the other, and I would prefer it the other way around.
All they have to do is use a bigger detent ball. If they use a bigger detent ball, it'll make a crisper action, and the ball. Because what I'm saying is that they can leave the tension alone. They can leave the tension of the spring, which is the lock bar alone, which is going to make it still fall shut. But the ball will be bigger, so it'll be locked in tighter. So you'll have crisper action.
You said Roost Blade. They're a little bit more there. I think I did see them there, but they were more expensive, so I moved on. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Let me do this giveaway real quick.
Go ahead.
So I have the Finch Holiday. It's red, so should I just package it with the shirt instead of doing a separate thing? Should probably do that, right? No, because I think somebody here should get the shirt. So hold on, let me do this. I can do the share screen thing. Random
Knife Center has the T15 in stock.
So they must have just been coming in now. Is it 450?
He didn't say.
Who said it?
William Stern.
I don't like Knife Center though. I really don't. I'm gonna look at it right after we do this comment picker.
Right.
Okay. So I have the link. You can see this, right? I have filter duplicate users. So the rules were you had to subscribe to Grady's Gear. You had to subscribe to his channel, and then you had to leave a comment with a smaller channel that you think people should know about. Didn't have to be about knives. So I'm gonna have to make sure you actually did that. I can't check the Grady's thing. Anybody who tells you they can check shit like that is bullshitting you.
Well, why are you giving up our shit now, man? I'm trying. I'm just joking. Go ahead.
So 188 unique comments. All right, I'll take it. That's not enough, but I'll take it. Start. There's only one person, right?
I tell these guys all the time I'm double.
Oh, it's Rodney.
Rodney, congratulations, yeah. Rodney.
Uh-oh. Yes, Andy said knife-tastic, so he did put a person in there. Take your time. Hold on, I got all excited. Take your time, friend. Enjoy yourself. That's the main thing. Knife-tastic is an awesome guy. He deserves more subs. Great guy. That's funny because his name's Rodney, too.
Got it. I'm supposed to have it on the way, Knife Sergeant, I think next month. Mojave Outdoors is sending it to me. And also, William said that, yes, it's 450.
All right, I'm going to check that out. So Rodney won the Finch, and because I know this will probably fit Rodney, I'm going to give him the shirt, too. And I love him.
Rodney.
And I love him. And he's probably here somewhere. So, yeah. Cool. Sweet. I'm glad. Oh, yeah, there he is. Hey, cool.
There he is.
Rodney, you want the shirt, right? It's a 2XL. I know you're a skinny guy, but you're tall, so I think it'll fit. It wasn't really big. I'm going to put it that way. It'll fit you, I think.
Shane Gable says he didn't want that Finch anyway. The D10 sucks. I actually put the D10 part in there.
D10's good. Oh. He said, love you, bro. Thanks so much. Awesome. It will fit. Perfect.
Nice.
I'm glad Rodney won. Rodney's such a good dude.
There's a lot of people in this community, man.
Top-notch people. What was I going to say? Did I ever show you the tomahawk? I don't have it here, but I ever show you the tomahawk that his son made me?
I think I seen it on your channel. I think I seen you like unbox it or something.
I have a custom fucking tomahawk, dude. It's insane. It just lives in my truck. It's a truck hawk. If all hell breaks loose, I got a zombie killing machine.
There you go.
Ready to go. All right, so let's go to Knife Center. You know we got to make a purchase on every live stream. It's kind of a rule. Last week it was the Tor Knives knife, which I'm still kind of pissed I bought because it's a recurve and it hasn't shipped yet, but, you know, whatever. They do have it, dude. It is so good.
It does look like a Shuro.
Dude, it's better, though. Not kidding.
Doubt it.
Better. How can I pay different ways? Do I have to pay all of it at once? Do you have Sezzle Knife Center? I probably have an account. All right, let me remove this while you
take your time. Take your time. I'll talk to the people while you're doing that.
I don't remember a password that I'll never remember.
It's a truck hawk, Andrew says. Yeah, you're not running out of ammo with that thing, are you? That's why it's designed.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Damn, I actually got that password right in one shot. That was pretty impressive.
Grateful Panic says no, it does. They do not have Cecil. Have you guys ever anybody in the comments or even you, do you ever mess with Knife Works?
I don't like them. Shit,
so I don't really know about them. I bought one knife or two knives from them. I returned one, so I have money on their books basically to get another knife. I didn't want to because some of the reasons why I returned it was because it was because of me. The knife did have issues, but I felt bad just saying give me my money back. So I just said return the knife and let me buy something else. They said no problem. So I got like over $200 in there. And I'm trying to figure out a knife, but man, they just right now I don't feel like they have a knife that I really want to get that I'm willing to spend that money on.
As you could tell, I ordered the knife. I'm not going to show you my card number or anything, but I just ordered it. Yes. Thank you to was it Shane? Was it Shane who told us about it?
Money on your books, not behind walls anymore. Got that right, Benjamin.
All right. So you said Knife Works, right?
Yep.
All right. How much money you got? Let's buy you something. 213. Hey,
yep.
Yo, they got the Ace Clyde, man. You love that knife, don't you?
Fuck. You know what though? I got to give them credit because they did.
M690. Ew.
I guess they fixed most of the issues that I spoke of. So think about that, guys. It's not that I was just fucking complaining about the knife. They literally fixed all the issues already.
The day he reviewed it, they fixed it.
No, I never knew there was a second version. I didn't know there was a second version.
That's how much people respect Jared. I mean, they fixed it the day, and then they sent all these new ones out in N690.
They're fast.
I'm just kidding. So I will say, do you like the Ritter knives? Because KnifeWorks has the exclusives on those.
No,
the Ritter.
I do like them, but I had one already.
What about the QSP Woodpecker? That one's pretty cool.
I was looking at it, but damn, look at the price of it.
Yeah, I always wanted the purple one.
I don't know.
I heard it was really Advanced Knife Pro did a really positive review on it.
Yeah.
I'm not like huge on his channel, but that was one of the older videos I watched.
There was a real steel knife that Kevin Cleary did. I can't think of the name of it. I don't.
Was it the Rocot?
Maybe it was big, but he said it was like a Shiro. He said it had multi-row bearings.
Yeah, and that's stupid ass thing. It's either the Rocot or the. They don't have it, so.
Yeah, I'm sure. It seems like they're kind of limited, kind of like Knife Center. That's my problem with Knife Center, man. Or yeah,
not Knife Center.
Not Knife Center. Which one's the one that's sold out of everything always?
That might be Knife Center.
Yeah, it's like everything I see on there, dude. But they have pictures of everything.
Oh no, yeah, they're the ones that'll let you pre-order anything and then
wait 6 months. But it's
fucking pisses me off. Here's the Ritter knives.
I see 100 knives I want, and every one of them are sold out. And it's like, motherfucker.
So I'll tell you why I don't like KnifeWorks. And if you guys love KnifeWorks, I get it. That's cool. It's not, I don't really have anything that against them. I just want to tell my story. So I bought the mini Ritter Hogue thing right there, right?
Okay.
This guy right here. I don't know if this is the mini, but I bought the mini.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. And it literally had stripped screws out of the box.
What?
So something felt weird when I was flipping it, right? I was like, it kind of feels loose. So I took my Torx driver and I go to turn, I'm checking the screws, right? And I get to the back body screws and I turn one, it's loose. And I'm turning it and it's just spinning in place.
Yeah.
It's in there, but it's stuck. It's just spinning in place.
Right.
And then the same thing happened to another screw on the other side. I think it was whatever. One of them at least. So I contacted them and they were like, all right, send it back. We'll send you a new one. We'll let Hogue know that's weird. And I was like, okay. So they sent me a new one. This one, I literally I take it out of the box and I go like this. And a screw falls into my hand.
What?
Same fucking area too. I'm almost is this the same screw?
But do you think that's them or it's probably
okay. So then I contact them again. I'm like, and now they're starting to
get upset.
Think they're trying to tell me that it's me. They're like, somebody checked, that was checked before it shipped out. It must be and I'm like, dude, I opened the box and the screw fell in my hand. I didn't fuck with the knife. I don't know what you're trying to, and they're like, oh, we'll let whatever. And I was like, and they didn't want to give me a return label to send it back. Cause at that point I was just like, fuck this. Just give me my money back. I'm done.
Yeah.
They weren't going to send me a new one because they were, they'd already sent me one and then apparently they didn't trust me or whatever. They were going to have me pay to send it back to get my refund.
Yeah,
and I was like,
same way. I'd be pissed too. I would never mess with them ever again.
So I literally said, like, no, send me a fucking label. I'll send it back. You give me my money and we're done. Like, this relationship is over. And they finally sent me the label. They're like, oh, we'll let Doug know and let Hogue know. And I'm like, dude, it just pissed me off that they like. It's just stupid. Yeah, customer service is so important.
The way that's the way I look at it. The way
frustrating.
The way I look at it is you're gonna have, say, some assholes that do shit like that, right? You're gonna have those, but what you're gonna have more of, you're gonna have more people that constantly continue to come back and buy products from you because of how good of service they got. So it outweighs the shitheads.
I had the same thing happen with Smoky Mountain Knife Works, where a lot of people rave about them. I hear really good things about them. But I went on there to make an order, and I ordered a Rough Rider or something. And I had this coupon. It was like, they emailed it to me. It was like 10% off or something, right?
Yeah.
So I go in there, and I'm about to place the order, and then I realized I wanted to get that Lion Steel slip joint, the Thrill.
Yep.
And hang on, Kyle's here. Let me pop him on. Hey, Kyle.
What's up, guys?
What's up, dude?
What's up, Jared?
What's up, Kyle?
What's up, man?
You probably heard my Smoky Mountain Knife Works story before. I'm telling it again. And so I'm about to place the order, and like the I don't know what happened, but it like dropped out of my cart or something. I don't know if the color like was out of stock, right? I don't know what happened. So I placed the order, and then I'm like, oh shit, I didn't get the Thrill. So I email them or message, whatever the option they had.
Hang on 1 second. Hang on. We got like a echoing thing going on.
Is it me?
I think it's you.
I mean, it started when you came on. It's probably because you.
It's pretty bad.
Get those earbuds.
Let me get my earbuds in. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all right.
It dropped out of your cart or something?
Yeah, while I was waiting for him. I always tell him, put those fucking earbuds in. All right.
Next to my fucking phone right now.
I think we're good. No. Anyway, so it dropped out of my cart, and I messaged them, and is it working?
Where are you?
Just give me one of these when you're ready. I'm gonna pull you down for a second. So anyway, I messaged them, and I'm like, yo, I placed this order. I have this coupon, and I don't know what happened. Like, can you just give me another one so I can order the knife? Right. And they literally were like, no, that's not possible. There's no way we could even give you another coupon if we wanted to. And I was like, wait, you don't have the, hang on, he's right. Hello.
Is it any better?
It's a lot better.
Yeah, we're good. And I was like, you don't have the capability to give me 10% off of a knife that I was about to buy. And I literally placed an order 10 minutes ago, and you can't do it now. And she was like, no. And I was like, okay, can you like just tell your manager this and just tell them like, I'm probably going to buy more stuff if you help me now, or I'm never going to buy stuff.
Right. One or the other, bitch.
Like, and she was like, yeah, I talked to my supervisor, and like we just can't. There's no way to give you a coupon. And I was like, cancel my order, peace. And I like fuck Smoky Mountain. That's just how I feel now. I can't help it. As much as I want to like them from their new like videos and the swag stuff or whatever, like I just have this innate like hatred for them now. That's how I feel about Knife Works too.
Did they have different management or whatever at the time? Do you know?
I don't know. It was less. I mean, it was a year ago.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how long ago. So yeah, that's shitty, man. That's like we were just talking about. The customer service is so important because people like us are going to talk about it. People in the comments are going to talk about it, and everybody's going to hear about it. One bad experience can really hurt somebody in a tight-knit community. So it's just better just be cool with everybody. You're going to get some assholes, of course, but the overwhelming majority are going to be good people that are going to wind up spreading the word, and you'll get a lot better business.
Right. And Smoky
100%.
Mountain Knife Works, by the way, also charges more than anybody. I've looked at their pricing compared, and it's always like $20 more for the knife you want. Oh, Kyle, I ordered that just a second ago on the live stream. I ordered the fucking CKF T15. I don't know if you remember at Blade Show. It was that flipper that was like,
man.
It was kind of like a Shiro. It was fucking nice.
It does.
I just ordered one. They have them at Knife Center right now if you're interested. I know it's flipper only. Jesus Christ. Don't even fucking say it. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Me, I flipper onlys. But that is a nice knife. That is for sure.
I just said don't fucking say it.
I saw it.
So what do you guys
want to say?
What do you guys think about those?
I missed it. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Super chat. Look up Ritter Hogue item description. Laugh my ass off. It's a book. Ballsack! Thanks, Brian. I love Brian, by the way. Sorry, I'll look it up real quick. But go ahead, Jerry.
What are you saying?
Those
holy shit,
boxes,
it is a book.
those exclusive boxes, and you can pay like $60 a month, and they'll send you like fire starters, a knife, and this and that. I forget what they're called. They're like Smoky Mountain Knife Works has one. And
Battle box,
whatever. Battle
Evo
boxes.
Tech.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. I think,
yeah,
and this is my opinion. Whoever in the comments gets them, love them. I don't care. But I think that is the biggest fucking ripoff ever.
Dude, no, seriously, Jared. I actually have been doing the Going Gear EDC subscription box for like a year now.
Okay.
And some of them are good, but I gotta admit,
Brian.
Most of them, most of the boxes I've got have been disappointments.
Right.
But some of them are great. I
quit that box right away. It was
right.
I did 3 of them. The only good thing I still have from that box is the keychain flashlight from Ryobi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I still carry that to this day.
All the knives were bullshit, right-handed. It was always a knife that nobody wanted. They couldn't sell, so that Best Tech sold them 100 of them for cheap. Or whatever. That's what it is.
I'll tell you, it's worth $180.
Dude, no, okay. So most of the prices I've price checked, and it's been halfway decent. But the last box I got some kind of weird ringed fixed blade from a company I'd never heard of before.
The one time, duct tape.
Well, I know, but that was part of a the duct
tape. Hey, Casey, I didn't know you were here. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, it was part of some kind of a giveaway game, like a contest.
What's up, Mike? Naft's here. Sorry, guys.
What's up, Naft?
I'm trying to catch up a little bit.
But anyway, the last box I got had that fixed blade in it. They said it was $100 knife, and it was no way it was $100 knife.
Right. And that's my point, is that when I see people take the stuff out, one, not even half the shit I care about, right? And then the half the stuff I do care about, I don't see the price. I'm saying they say the price, but I don't see that much money in it. Like, they'll pull out a knife, to me, is a $20 knife, and it'll literally say stainless on it. And they're like, it's $86.
Right.
And it's like, I wouldn't buy that for $10, let alone $86. But you're putting a price tag of $86 on it, or whatever it is.
Shadow Ranger.
Right.
This is probably worth $45 in their book.
Right.
I think I've got a QS. Most of the knives I use for giveaways.
Yeah, the Legatus.
I still got that though, but I haven't done a review on it yet because I just haven't.
Dude. I bought the M390 version for $200 and it weighs 10 pounds.
Now, I haven't had that, but the ergos on it is pretty good. I will admit, I do like the ergos.
Yeah, the ergos weren't bad. It wasn't like if they had just lightened it up with some milling. How could it be $200+ and not have fucking milling?
Right.
It's Chinese. All right. So the only this is my argument every time now. Kunwu Tao.
Right.
I paid $134 for this. It's fucking M390 titanium, has a Damascus pivot collar. It does this. It has a perfect detent. It has an orange peel finish.
You can't compare
it has a reversible
that to...
deep carry clip. I can compare that to QSP.
You can, yes, QSP. I was just gonna say, but you can't compare that to some other countries, like say if it's Italian or if it's USA.
No, I can't.
But Monster's
QSP,
totally right. He says He said it's a way. Those subscription boxes is a way to get rid of the crap they don't want to sell. Or they can't sell. I mean, that's what it is.
It's the stuff they can't sell.
Yep.
So they sell it for half price in a box.
Yep.
It's not going gear. They work with the companies that can't sell the shit and they get it for cheap. That's it's right. Just blatantly obvious. And the people who subscribe to it are thinking, I'm getting $100 worth of shit for $60, so it's worth it.
JN, that's a great comment.
And if you don't care, then it's fine. Let me find his comment. This one, I'd rather pay $40 for $20 worth of stuff I actually wanted than $20.
Or the
no. Well, I would just. Why would
think about it? If you're gonna get something that you actually want and use,
yeah, but then I would just pay the $20 for the stuff that I want.
That's just here to throw away anyways. So you're literally just tearing up your money anyways.
No, what I'm saying is, if it's $20 worth of stuff, why can't I just pay $20 for it? Why do I have to pay $40?
I don't think you would, but it's just the point. Like you'd rather.
I'm joking.
I know you are. I'm fucking with you.
So no, but think about it. What if they had a subscription box where you could get a Koenig Arius or a whole haptic or a Shiro, and it's like the models that everybody wants, and it was $1,000, even though those models go for $900. Right. I would do that box all day because you get a shot at the knives you can't get. So that's kind of what he's saying.
Well, I'm
being weird about it, but
I'm gonna start a subscription box that's $100 a month, and you got like a chance, right? You got a chance that a $300 knife's gonna come in the box, but you're definitely gonna get at least a $20 knife.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
Well, one out of 10 boxes has a $300 knife in it.
If the detent diva says it has a perfect detent, must be great. Hey man, I've converted a lot of people to that Kunwu Tao. Jared, have you tried one yet?
I haven't. But what was that knife that you had me that I'm signed up to get? Is that knife?
Oh, you did sign up. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
Dude, this is gonna be the best 100 and whatever you spent.
Was it gonna be 130 or something?
I think it's 150 or 170. So one of those two.
Whatever it is.
It's worth it though.
It might be 150 for you, Jared. Winky, winky.
But hey,
I'm just kidding.
Speaking about like what I just said about the box of knives, what's the difference really for the raffles? Think about it. You buy 10 spots for $20, right? And then you lose, so you lose your money. But
it's different.
Think about it though. It's a
different equation though. It's a much lower cost equation.
Well, we can bring the boxes down a little bit. We'll bring the prices down a little bit, okay? I'll work on the prices a little bit.
All right, man.
You're actually gonna get something though.
Hey Kyle, check it out, dude. I got the stickers for the Detent Diva.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta get some of those.
Yep, and I ordered the pins or whatever, the buttons in pink.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of those.
Yep.
Those
and I'm working on the shirts, man. I'm gonna do the pre-order. I still gotta send you the on the edge magnets. I forgot to do that.
Yeah, apparently NebuCloud is working on my fuck YouTube shirt.
Yeah, I'm taking credit for that. That was my idea.
I love it.
He has to have a fuck YouTube shirt, right? I mean,
I have to.
You guys
what knife is that?
This thing's a
no. What is it?
I've seen it, but
Goliath.
Who makes it?
Somebody in the comments. Let me know. I forget all the time.
That looks like a Kyle knife.
It is. Kyle has one. Kyle has one. He loves it.
No, this Kyle.
I was thinking of Red. Yeah. Red, he's got one, and because he's so big, it fits his hand. Because this is a beast. It is. But damn it, is it good? Like not only the action, but cutting and everything. It's like 15 thousandths behind the edge, and it's a beast. But man,
royalties. So Casey,
Max Ace. That's what it is.
Max Ace. That's right. Yeah, because I know I've seen it before.
Yeah.
Casey's the one who came up with the D10 Diva thing, so he wants credit all the time. He reminds me every fucking time I say it. Don't worry, Casey. Your bald head will get some fucking credit, all right? I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Collab stickers. Knife sergeant.
I just noticed that I talk shit on people a lot, and then I literally just say, "I'm just kidding."
That's the way we know it's not sincere.
People probably hate me for that. Like, yep, you're a dick.
And guys, he does that same shit on our group chat.
Well, that's me, dude. I'm just me, man. I'm not fake.
You're 4'11". You're short as fuck. I'm just joking.
Damn it, you fucker.
Yeah, you are short, dude. But Jared's jealous as fuck. He wasn't there at Blade Show.
No, I wasn't. I'm very disappointed. But next year, hopefully, yeah, it pisses me off. I really wanted to go this year. That'd been my first year. I've never went, and it's definitely something I want to do.
Dude, so, I was sitting there.
In between I was me in the
what?
I said he could have slept in between me and you.
Yeah, right. Next year, man.
I can't wait. Hello, buddies.
So I was in the bathroom at the hotel watching your video in between like shit we were doing, and it was your video on the knives I borrowed. And you basically like rebuttaling me because you were so pissed.
No, that's not what happened. You gotta understand what happened. No, you gotta understand what happened.
You were blaming the weather.
I wasn't. No, listen, you gotta understand where it happened. So what actually happened was I watched a Ferrum Forge video. Okay, Ferrum Forge talked all about it, and they had talked about how they mailed out a knife, and the guy kept mailing it back saying it was off-centered, it was this, it was that, and then when you get it back, it was perfect. And they kept mailing it back out, and then they finally figured out that what was happening was they were sending it wherever, right? I don't know where they were sending it, but the heat or cold, whichever one, it was expanding and contracting. So then they had to start putting that variable into their builds, and so it is a thing, right? Expanding and contracting. So I wasn't saying that that's absolutely what happened. I was telling people. No, listen. I promise you. I was telling people, like, when you get a knife, right? When you get a knife, don't be afraid to adjust the pivot or something. Don't like just shit on the company. Like, say if something is a little off, because there is that thing. That's basically what I was trying to get at. Like, I wasn't trying to shit on you or nothing.
I mean, that's what I do. I just shit on the
company. Sure everybody takes things personal, right? Just like when you were shit talking my fucking churro. I'm just
But that's what I was sitting there. I'm like in the bathroom, like, Kyle, he's fucking trying to tell me.
He's talking shit about
it. And then there's dudes in the comments like, yeah, I've watched that guy's channel. Like, and I'm like, fuck you, Jared.
But no, it was a serious. And then I actually brought it up in a live. I brought up a guy in one of my lives that was a scientist guy, and he was putting metals together and then heating them up, and he showing like
it makes perfect sense.
They would literally do crazy shit, and it was just showing like that different metals, different materials, expand and contract at different levels, and they can make each other warp. Right. And I think everybody understands that. But
but you don't think about, like, I hadn't really thought about it until you did that video. And then I was like, you know what? He's probably right. Because I didn't touch your knives. I didn't want to. Because like that's just, if I get a loaner in, I don't want to really fuck with it.
Yeah, I don't fuck. Touch it away. I don't care. I personally don't care.
No, I get that, but I still am just like, I'd rather just experience the way it is. That's how they wanted it. And then
you think that's what you think, right? You think this is how it was supposed to be or something.
Right.
But yeah, even like with the heat, with the oil, like oil, when it heats up, it turns into like water.
It's funny though. Every K2 I've had from Riyadh, because now I've handled like 4.
Okay.
They've all had the same, like, almost great action, but just not quite drop shut.
Okay.
But then I watch videos like yours or other people, and they're like, this thing's a guillotine. I'm like, it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like, so the one I had from you, the one I had from Christopher Tanks, they were the same exact action. And then the ones at Blade Show we handled from the Knife Joker were the same way.
Right.
But then I watch your video, and it's just like, whoop.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Just think about.
Sorry, go ahead. I was
going to say, I mean, the Kung Wu Tao, let's put that for example. Mine has still good action, but it doesn't have the action like Kevin's. But that doesn't have to me, that wouldn't have anything to do with the weather because we were in the same environments. But really, with metal,
it's true.
Even the way you cut the metal is the stress relief in the metal could be different from part to part.
Right.
So,
well,
like a lot of variants
with Ferrum Forge. What they were saying was that they actually had to put that variable into their process now. Like, and he was explaining how tight that was, like how many, like it was a crazy low number, like I don't know, like 100,000ths of a thousandth, whatever the fuck it was, I don't know. But he was saying they had to have that for that thing, for the expanding and contracting. Now that's not saying that another company is going to do the exact same thing or that can't happen. So it's like when you get something, you know, before you're just like, this is shit or anything like that, don't be afraid to check the pivot, see if it's a little tight or, you know, or something, you know, it's just, it can happen. Right. And especially
I always fuck with my knives when I get them.
I do
like
too.
New knives.
I'm not afraid of doing that though, but I think a lot of people are. But a lot of people in the community, and I understand why. They
expect it to show up the way it should be.
Right. And I understand that. And then some people are scared to mess with the knives. Like they don't even.
A lot of people don't even have tools to do what we're talking about.
Right. I know.
That's one thing I would recommend is, guys, if you like take the money you would put into one knife and put it into really good maintenance equipment for a knife. Yes. And I think you'll notice a huge difference. And then do it again and get yourself something to sharpen or strop with.
Yeah.
And you'll slowly start to understand a whole nother aspect of it. And then what you can do is take the collection you already have and just make it better.
Yes.
Instead of having to just buy more knives. Now you have a sharpening system and a strop and you can tune shit. And like, I don't know. Like, I just think it adds a lot to the hobby.
Well, even
you can always find videos.
Scale swap. You got a whole nother knife now.
Right.
Exactly.
Like
and there's a ton of videos on showing details on how to do it too.
Yeah, exactly. There is.
Except for Kevin's. Don't watch Kevin.
The biggest thing is people being scared to take apart knives. People that are scared to take apart knives, their biggest thing is when they put the bit in the screw, they hold it sideways. And that can strip it. Hold it straight up and down. Because because like even like doing construction, like with when you're using a drill and everything else, that's why that little level's on the back of it, because the easiest way to strip out a screw is if you're kinking it sideways or anything, and it's hard to tell sometimes. So getting that perfectly level is a big deal. But if you do that with your hardware, you have so much less likely of a chance of stripping it out. But so many people have told me like, oh, I tried to take apart a knife and I fucked it all up. I'll never try that again. And it's like, I get that.
Well,
especially on a cheap knife, like cheap old Kershaws and CRKTs, they use
what did you use to take it apart first off?
Yep.
And then what was the knife? Right. It could be a cheap ass piece of shit, or it could just be that you're using fucking
cheap hardware.
Your Husky drivers from Lowe's.
Yep.
Go get a Weehaw bit set.
Absolutely.
You can get a set for $20 that'll take care of everything you need.
Links are below.
They're not for me anyway. Jared might have links.
I might. Yeah, I actually do. I have, and I think that's good, like to have that, because so many people do come and ask about that, and they will go on Amazon and buy the cheapest one. And I try to encourage.
Do that. Go to the hardware store. No, don't do it.
You will buy 10 sets of cheap shit ones before you'll go through one quality set. So you will spend more money.
I recommend this set.
Yep, me too.
This Weehaw set, it comes with T5 through like 30, and then it has a thing you can put it in if you want to, and then you put the driver in here, and you have torque. You have enough torque.
I don't think people realize that though. I don't think people realize that it actually is a fucking
screwdriver. Right. You can use any basic screwdriver that takes bits, and put them in there. You just need the bits.
But even
no, it does.
It does. And I don't think people realize that. People think that they have to buy the screwdriver too, which you probably should.
Well, you have this thing right here,
right, and then you flip it right there,
or you drop it on your MacBook. I've never actually done this because I've always used a different driver, but you can use that I recommend getting like one of these little fat boys.
Me too.
From Weehaw, and then once you earn your stripes, you get gangsta, and you start buying shit like this. You buy this zirconium bit driver from Brian Brown, or this custom beads titanium driver that gives you more torque than God.
How much was that Brown?
This thing was, I think, 135.
Oh, okay.
And this was like, I don't know, $90 or something like that. They're not terrible. It's like a good knife, and they're so handy, man.
Yeah. The shorter, the better, though. That first one you pulled out from Weehaw, the shorter, the better, because to
me, it's the fatter, the better. But
well, the shorter, because like I was just saying, being straight up and down. If you have a really tall one, that's when you have more of a chance of being off.
So the reason I say this one's perfect, right? So I love this because I get tons of torque, right? I get a really good grip and I get torque. I love this one because I can spin it in my hand and do quick, this one is the best of both worlds. I have so much torque with this fat handle, but then it has the ball bearing spinner, so I can spin it in my hand, and screw it, drive a screw in real quick or out real quick. Once you get good at it, it's easy.
Lindy Lou's got a question.
What is it? Oh, wait, I'll put it up. Sorry. I didn't realize you can't do that. This one?
Yeah.
Hey, Kev, did you ever pick up the... No, so, all right, so I do remember that. I ended up going to the hardware store, and I got... Where is this fucking thing?
I don't know what...
It's one of these guys.
Oh, okay.
It's similar, I think, to this. So I got one of these, and the reason I did that was because I also had my hose outside was all stuck and shit. So I got a 2-pack. It has a big-ass version of this and then this one. So I use this one for my knife maintenance, and then I have one for outside. Basically, it locks.
Yeah.
It's a wrench that locks. So you just, I don't know. I had a lot of issues getting spinning pivot shit out. Like the barrel spacers.
Yeah.
Fucking pissed me off on a lot of knives. Go watch my Orion Solaris disassembly. This thing is awesome. So I think what she's talking about, because she's the one who told me about this type of thing.
I'm
it's
sure
like a really nice version of it, I think.
I'm sure you know the trick, but if you guys ever have a spinning pivot, okay? So your pivot's spinning, you're trying to take it apart. There's 2 tricks. One, which this almost always works for me, right? You take your finger and you just put pressure on the blade.
Yeah.
Screw it. So that's the one trick. The next one, which okay, so and I got one more.
It's not only pressure. Sometimes it's where you have it. Like I've had it where when it's open, it just spins. And when I have it closed, it just spins. But if I have it right here, then I can open it.
Right. It's putting a little tension on. Now, the reason why is because of the Loctite that's in there, it's holding it together. So another way to do it is if that won't work, take your driver, put it in the screw or the pivot, and take a hammer or a mallet. Bear with me. One smack at the back of the screwdriver, just one smack. Bam! What it does is it takes It takes, break your knife. No, just give it one little smack because what it does
cracks the Loctite.
It cracks the Loctite. Then go back and hold it, put a little pressure. It'll come every time.
Right. Or use a little bit of heat. Heat works too.
Yeah. Heat works too. If you have a heat gun or some way to heat it up without fucking shit up.
That's nuts.
Nah, we do that all the time at work. It's not on expensive knives, but it works.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it does sound nuts. If you guys watch my epic fail video, the Evo 2.0 disassembly, I mean, it was brutal. And what ended up getting it to finally loosen was me opening the blade to this position. I don't know what it was, but in this position right here, it would have enough tension. It would let me crank it open. It also would have helped if I was using the right size bit. I was using a T15 when it was a T20. All those things kind of went together. Yeah.
The one that Lindy Lou's talking about sounds badass, though.
Those work too, but the jaws on the Knipex are flat and they're parallel to each other. They won't mark up hardware like vice grips. That's what those are called, vice grips. And you can ratchet similar to it. Damn, that thing does sound awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not as badass as you, though, Lindy. I think the Knipex is like your Thor's hammer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, she needs a sheath for that fucking thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
But having the right tool for the job, man, that's very important.
Yeah, I've learned that. Like, just having good enough tools is so important.
Yeah, right.
Because I started with the Husky driver that came in that thing from Lowe's with the has like the plastic case, and it like opens up like 4 times, and then you slide shit. And dude, it was like $6, and the T6 was gone in 30 seconds.
Yep, they're soft.
Well, that's another problem.
And
that's another problem, though.
Well, and when you're using them, you're probably because you bought that, you probably just bought a Kershaw. So you're using it on shit hardware at the same time. If you use that on like a Riot, it might fucking work. But like
every single company, every single knife company, I don't care who they are, has seen the knife community say, get rid of T6.
Yes.
Right.
If they would do that, it would be a lot less likely for people who don't really know what they're doing, or they're doing it for the first time to mess up. Stop using T6s, you bastards.
I'm about the other skip T8s and say use fucking T10s, because I'm about
to include. They could also all include a tool. I think including a tool would make life so much easier on so many people. That's one thing. Boker actually does that. Boker
quality tool, yeah. Like, make sure this is the biggest thing to me. I think is that those like really cheap ones, it's just steel that's not heat treated. That's the problem. Is they are soft. That's why when you go to use them, they literally just mush. They just strip right out because they're not hardened steel. The expensive ones are actually hardened steel. That's why they work so good.
Why would you even make a tool? Why would you even make a tool that is designed to take torque and not heat treated?
It sells. The thing about people buy it. That's the reason why that people buy it.
I agree, Christopher.
And lanyards. While you're at the T6s, get rid of those, dude.
Get rid of them lanyards.
The Weeha made in Germany is hardened to 60 HRC. That makes sense. So the Weehas I have, so I'll show you right now. Like, this is, I'm not like I don't own a knife company. I disassemble knives that I own occasionally and like on camera and shit like that. But like, I'm not some hardcore dude. But I have this 30-pack of T8s, and then I'm down to like 2 of these now. I had these 2 packs of T6s because T6s are fucking hard to find for some reason. I found 2 packs of them. Yeah, right. That's the thing. These are Weehas, and even this is the best bit I've found for a T6 is Weeha, made in Germany. These will last you, I don't know, 5 disassemblies maybe before it's just inevitable. Look at how small the star shape. You can't see it. Look at how small the star shape is on that thing, and every tiny prongy thing is getting impacted. It deforms so fast, and that's why a T8 is just so much better, even though it's not even that much bigger. Like,
well, see, it's not just it's the small size that I hate, but it's also the shallowness on which they cut it. They need to cut them deeper.
And are you talking about the hardware?
Yeah, the hardware.
And if you have 6 different knives, they're all gonna fit somewhat different, right? Some of them have just a little tiny bit of play. That little tiny bit of play is what is going to fuck it up.
You see the difference? Like, it's not even that much bigger.
But it makes all the difference. All the difference.
T8s, they last like a T8 will last maybe 3 times as long as the T6.
Yeah.
But you still have to replace them.
Eventually.
T10s, on the other hand, they would be perfect.
Yeah.
All pivots should be T10, and all body hardware should be T8. That would be ideal. I mean,
at a minimum.
At a minimum. Right. At a minimum.
Yeah, I think I still have.
I mean, if you have a big knife,
yeah,
and you've got a lot of skills, a lot of skill room, and you put little T6s, I mean, the thing would probably look better with oversized hardware.
Right. It doesn't. Me personally, when I am attracted to the hardware. When I look at a knife and I see the hardware, it literally attracts me to the knife. What size is it? Like, how is it fit? Like, how big are the?
It's like a dick, dude. A big fat dick is so much nicer than a little tiny skinny one.
Right. So much more attractive. But
that's why he likes me, folks.
you know what's crazy?
That's why I like you over Jake.
South African knives, they make some of the best knives in the world, and they use T5s because they don't like the look of the hardware. See, I'm the exact opposite. I like the look of the hardware. I want to see. Give me big.
I love hardware. Like, that's one of my gripes with this 20.5 T6 all over the place.
Yeah,
right.
But they did a good job with the hardware, though. It is pretty deep. I will give them that. The bit gets in there pretty good. That's what she said. Lindy says, yeah, when the screws are shallow, even if they're T8, it will fuck your shit. And she would know. So her and Richie mod knives, they're taking apart other people's knives all the time.
Yeah.
So, like, I would be hesitant. If it was a knife that I know has, like, T6 all over it and has shitty hardware, I'd be like, I don't really want to fuck with that. Right. Or I'd give you a disclaimer, like, it could get fucked up.
All right.
You know,
call on your warranty and see how good it is right now.
I wonder what their experience. I wonder what a modder's experience with that is. Like, I guess they just have a lot of hardware laying around from other shit. But
you would hope. Yeah. I mean, I think that would be ideal is to have hardware just in case when it does happen. If you can, if it's possible to have Benchmade screws and Kaiser screws and shit like that laying around, that would be awesome. That'd be ideal.
If a T6 bit bends after a few uses, grind it flat on a cheap low grit stone and bam, it's fresh and ready.
All right, he's actually right though.
I know, but I'm gonna say just buy a fucking new bit. Yeah. I found a company called Technitool. It's TECHNI Tool. They're actually right here, like a couple miles from me, I found out. And they sell Weehaw bits. That's where I got the T6s. It was like $4, I think, for 2 T6s. So it's not like cheap, but I mean, I ordered like 10 of them and it was $20 one time. You don't have to worry about it for a while. And then the T8s, I got that 30 pack for $25 on Amazon. That'll last me forever. It's so important if you're going to take apart knives that you have the equipment to maintain them. That's our theme tonight, apparently.
Yeah.
KPL heavy, get KPL heavy, get Weehaw bits, get a good bit driver, get a disassembly mat from Lancelot Leather.
Hit your knife with a hammer.
Yeah. Reach out to Lindy, Lou, and Richie for any modding you need, and you're good to go. All of Pena's X Series knives have terrible hardware.
What's the difference between their X Series? Is that like their budget?
The X Series is Riot. The other ones are custom.
They're custom.
Yeah.
So I took apart the large swayback that I got. I did it on video, and it sucked to put back together. And I was worried about stripping it.
Why would it just be Riot's hardware, though? I don't
get that. I think.
But
well, see, that's the thing. I've heard stories about Riot hardware. You can give them a CAD with certain things, but then whenever you really got to be detailed. And there's
so underneath the thing. I think what she might be talking about is when Riot has a knife where it's micarta inlays or something on top of a titanium frame lock. Under the scale, they use T6s. And they're these like flathead T6s that are really fucking tiny. Like they're really tiny, and those suck. And that's what I think she's talking about. She says the front flipper ones. I mean, pretty sure that's what she's talking about.
Yeah, probably. Because those are I know what you're talking about, how they're flat because they have to be flat underneath the scale.
Because they're under the scale. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I ran into some of those T5s from the South African knives, and they're so tiny you can barely see them. T5s, but that's what they like in South Africa, and the reason why is because you can barely see it. So what they do is they use exotic
you were
material.
talking earlier. Sorry, I got you.
They love exotic materials, so they want you to see all the exotic materials, so you can barely see the screw. The problem is,
so you can't take it apart.
Right. The one good thing about it is they make them crazy deep. So they're probably just as good as our T6s.
Right.
They're really deep, but it's still, though, it's so tiny. It's like if you drop one of those, you're fucked. Like you are not finding one of those.
Right.
It's so tiny.
That's why you need a disassembly mat from Let's Lot Leather.
There you go.
Lindy, those are the same thing, though. The front flippers are basically all the X series ones. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. The Moolah, well, he does have like the diesel and stuff. That's true. But yeah, the front flippers are the ones with those inlays, and they're the ones that have those screws underneath. But Riat does that with a bunch of different knives, and I've had that issue. So I was talking to Ben. He's the guy behind Jack Wolf Knives, those slip joints that we really like, and he was trying to take one apart. I actually sent him 10 of those T8s that I have. So he could, take them apart. And he said those prototypes at least had T6 and T8, and I think even T10 maybe. And it had the same construction as those Peñas. It had those flathead T6s under the inlay scales. And it was pretty cool. He got them out, and then, he said getting it back together was kind of tough because it's a slip joint. It has a spring. And you have to have the spring flush when you go and put it back together or whatever. It was a whole thing. So I think he's going to recommend that people don't take those apart because it's going to be really hard. But I was like, dude, make a video on how to take it apart and put it back together, and don't post it. But there's going to be people who take them apart just because they're gonna, and then at least you have that to show people. But recommending they don't take it apart, I think is good in that case.
I think a bad selling point.
The flat
slip
screws underneath the scales. I don't think that's a huge problem because usually you don't even have to do that to take the knife apart. It's just holding the scales on. I don't think that usually you have to actually disassemble those or take those out to get the knife apart unless you're going to anodize something. But
take what apart? What are you talking about?
Those little screws, the flathead little screws that are underneath them inlays. I don't think you have to. Yeah, I don't think you have to take those apart.
You might be
maybe on some knives.
To get the spring apart, you probably do, I guess. But it's a slip joint. I don't know why you'd ever take it apart to begin with.
I don't know either. I've never taken apart a slip joint. I don't know anybody who's taken apart a slip joint.
Yeah, I don't do that either.
So I think it makes sense.
I guess it's not that big of a deal.
Most slip joints you can't take apart because they're built with
pins.
So he's I don't know. I think it's smart to say don't take it apart because the reason he's saying it isn't because he doesn't want you to. It's because 90% of people or 50% of people won't be able to get it back together.
Right.
So then it's just don't do it.
Just leave it alone. Yeah, I just don't like it when I see regular knives where people are like, we don't want you taking it apart, void the warranty or anything like that. To me, that's fucking ridiculous. This is a tool. All right. This is a tool. Let's be real. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's high end or not. It's a tool. Right. I should be able to maintain my own tool. I shouldn't have to wait 2 weeks to send it into you, to send it back for you to take some screws out and lube it up.
Well, it's the same Microtech with the proprietary shit or anybody with the proprietary hardware.
They're trying to sell you that bit. That bit's I don't know how
I don't even think Microtech really sells that bit, though.
I think they do. I think it's
$200. Same thing with Hinder. Even though you can buy a spanner bit.
I think it's a company who made it that's selling it. I don't know, but I don't think anybody's out there making proprietary hardware to sell you the bit. They're making it because they don't want you to get into the knife.
Oh yeah, some of them. I'm just saying some of them do have the bit for the proprietary that you can buy.
Here's that cipher I was showing you earlier.
Like Microtech. Microtech does sell a bit.
There's that stupid triangle wing fucking hardware. Kyle, you would love this knife, dude. It's fucking huge.
Medford, on the other hand, though, they are changing their pivots to
T20. He's got one.
Yeah, that looks sweet. But I got to be honest, I haven't tried. When you guys were at Knife Show, it looked shallow. Was that just me?
You got a turkey, Kyle?
Is that the same one?
Yeah, but it doesn't have the ano or anything. It's just
the turkey juice got rid of the
ano. Yeah, I was so freaked out whenever Kyle contacted me and was like, "Hey, what is this?" I'm like, "Fuck, I don't know."
This thing is just, I don't like it at all.
There you go, Shane. Yep. See, he says Casa got one of the Microtech bits in today. They do sell the bit for you to take apart their knives. So
there you go.
They're,
sorry, yeah, you were saying something about that. I cut you off. My bad.
No, it's all good. I was just saying that they actually allow you to take apart the knives. They'll sell you the bit to do it. On their end, I'm sure it's somewhat of a way to keep you out of it and to just send it in and use their warranty service because they do offer a great warranty service.
That's what it is.
If you want to take it apart, they do sell the bit. But other companies that are doing it and they don't sell you the bit or anything, yeah, they're just trying to keep you out. But I am happy for Medford that is using a T20 now. But it looked like in the video.
Medford, yeah.
In the video, I mean, it looks like a badass, nice, big, giant.
My new one is that new bit, yeah.
But is it shallow?
I put the bit in there and it felt fine.
Okay.
Because it's such a fat bit, it doesn't need to be that deep. It's still like relatively deep. But if you think about it, if they made it deeper, it would be a stupid large. Like, it's hard to explain, but just because
going
it's so
through the middle, I understand what you're saying. Because then,
like a T8 that is this deep, you know what I mean? Like compared to a T40 that's like this wide. Gonna look weird, but it's not actually shallow. I don't know.
Well, also the size of the pivot that's actually going through the blade. Yeah, I think if they make it deep, then it's actually going into the part that's screwing in.
Right.
You know, so it does make sense that it can't be that deep. So I was just curious, like, because when I seen the videos online, they just kind of look shallow. And I'm not saying they are. I haven't tried them. I was just curious.
No, I haven't actually taken it apart, but I put a bit in there and it felt fine.
Okay.
Guys, I'm gonna have to wrap this up because I told my wife 10 and it's 10:20. But yeah,
for having me.
This was awesome. We're gonna be doing On the Edge on Saturday, so Kyle and I will be on. We're gonna have Justin from Asher Knives on.
Nice.
Jared, we need to have you back.
I'm ready anytime.
So. How about the next one? I mean, we do every other week, so the next one, I really enjoy hanging out with you and talking knives. It's great. It's like talking to my brother Kyle or Jake or whatever. We have a good time, so it's awesome. And yeah, so congratulations to Rodney for the shirt and the holiday, dude. I'm glad you won this. I would have been glad if anybody won it, but I'm a little especially glad that you won it. Love you, brother. Yeah, so that's it. Love everybody. If you guys want to say goodbye or whatever, and then I'll close it up.
Peace out, y'all.
Take it easy, guys.
All right, guys, have a great night. And oh, you know what, Kyle? Why don't you do your fucking thing, and then we'll close it with that.
All right, guys, stay safe. In this
crazy
world we're living in. And we'll see you in the next one.
Catch you in the next one.